Alright, welcome back to the final part to What If Goku was Legendary Super Saiyan. I'm enjoying making this series. Hope you enjoyed watching it. All that being said, let's get to it. One day, Goku would hear a voice in his head. It was Supreme Kai Shin. He was telling him to go over to his planet. He didn't think much of it. He trained there a lot mentally to keep his mind secure. Cell was right beside him. You going away? Yeah, when you're back, let's fight again. Goku would smirk. Cell's gotten a bit better at controlling himself, but he's not perfect. Alright, but no legendary form. Oh, you're no fun, Cell would say. Goku would then end his transmission to Shin. Shin would look around and say, Alright, we don't have much time. What are you talking about? Shin would sigh as he thought about telling him the truth. He thought about telling him everything. He trained Goku personally. Goku was a good person. He didn't deserve to die. Shin would look at him and say, Listen, I have a plan, alright? He would give them the evil containment wave, and he was like, what is this? It's our way out, our way to defeat Beerus. Beerus, Shin would say, Beerus wants to wipe out all of you. He has a way of getting past Vegeta's immortality, and he wants to destroy you all, but he doesn't want to fight two legendaries, so he wanted me to bring you here. I want you to watch. We're going to watch Beerus and wait for him to start fighting them both. Then you're gonna instant transmission, get Vegeta, instant transmission back, and I'll teach him the evil containment wave. Why not now? Beerus is watching them now. If I bring him here now, he'll automatically come to this planet. He needs a distraction. The distraction will be Cell. Goku would nod. As Vegeta and Cell would eventually start to train together like normal, Beerus would show up. They would both look at him, saying, oh, you want to get in on this? But then he would look at him in a serious face. You both are a threat to me. It's time I cleanse you. It's time that I clear the way for myself to survive. I was a fool to train you, Vegeta. You're immortal. And Cell, you're also a legendary. Two legendaries and an immortal? There's no way I'll let you live. Vegeta's like, you bastard, as suddenly he would charge at Beerus. So would Cell. Vegeta would go Blue Evolution, and Cell would tap into his legendary Super Saiyan form, both of them charging at Beerus. Beerus knew he needed to take them on one-on-one, so he kicked Vegeta away, as then he focused on Cell. He was going to have to erase him because of his regeneration. As he was fighting Cell, Cell would get stronger and stronger and try to keep his distance from Beerus. As Cell's split personality began to take over, Cell began to laugh. I'm gonna kill you, Beerus, and when you're dead, I'm gonna be in charge of this universe. Beerus would look at him and say, we'll see about that. The only thing you'll be in charge of is dust. As Beerus flies straight towards Cell, and Cell flies straight towards him, and as his power level rises, Beerus begins to get worried. Vegeta's about to jump in with a big bang attack, but then suddenly he looks around. As he's transported to the Supreme Kai's planet, Shin would look at him and say, we don't have much time, hurry. You're immortal, so you won't die if you do this to him. Vegeta was confused. What is going on? Goku would then be teleported down to where Beerus is to distract him, as Vegeta began to learn the evil containment wave. Beerus would look and see Kakarot and Cell, both in their legendary forms. Beerus would be pissed. It seemed like you betrayed me, Supreme Kai. Where's Vegeta? He began to get worried as Vegeta was gone, and he didn't know where he was. He must have some sort of scheme to defeat him, but with Goku and Cell both in their legendary form, getting stronger and stronger, Beerus couldn't worry about that now. He had to give all of his attention to these two. Beerus was getting worried. Every time he tried to separate them, every time he tried to hit one with an attack, the other one would hit him. Both of them had each other's backs, and both of them stopped Beerus from getting any lethal damage inflicted upon them. No matter what Beerus did, he couldn't separate one, and he couldn't destroy the other. He was getting more and more annoyed and overwhelmed, but then he had an idea as he began to laugh. Goku, you care about life, don't you? Goku would look at him confused. Of course I do. Why? Beerus would then charge a massive energy ball and throw it towards the planet. This would cause Goku to fly up and deflect him, and that as this time frame was going on, Beerus would appear behind Cell and hit him with a Kai. This Kai hit Cell, erasing his left arm and parts of his body as he fell to the floor, barely able to stand. And when he tried to regenerate it, it wouldn't work. Cell would say, why, it's not working? And Beerus would laugh. You can't regenerate something that's erased, Cell. I have the power to erase something from existence. Now, Cell, it's over. Your miserable existence ends here. Everything you did was for nothing. You'll die and be forgotten, never mentioned again. Cell simply laid down. As his right arm was gone, parts of his body were gone. He simply looked up and accepted his fate. Goku would punch Beerus, stopping him, but then Beerus would whack him with his tail, sending him flying. As then, Beerus shot a Kai at Cell. Cell would cry out in pain. Cell would cry out in anger, but he would die. Cell was gone forever, permanently erased. He couldn't even be wished back unless you used the Super Dragon Balls. Beerus would look at Goku and continue to walk up to him. It's over, Goku. Goku would say, no, it's not. As suddenly, Vegeta would instant transmission in. Beerus would turn behind and say, I already used one Akai, it's time I use the other. Vegeta would smirk and say, Akai, I like another technique better. Beerus would look at him confused. What are you talking about? Suddenly, Vegeta would take a deep breath and yell, Evil Containment Wave! And suddenly, Beerus would begin to swirl around in the air. As Beerus looked down in the seal, he realized what was going on. There was many different techniques that seal you away. Most of them were known by destroyers or high-level beings. Shin must have taught Vegeta this. That angered Beerus, that someone betrayed him that was close to him. How could this be? And Beerus would be sealed away in the container. As Vegeta sealed him, Whis would suddenly appear and look at them both. Looks like we need a new god of destruction. Which one of you will do it? Vegeta and Goku both looked at each other. Well, Kakarot, do you want a shot at it? Goku thought about it. To be honest, Goku didn't want to destroy anything, but his entire life he had this anger deep inside of him, this anger that made him stronger, this anger that could make him a great god of destruction if he uses it responsibly, unlike Beerus. Goku would look at him and say, I don't know, do you want it? Vegeta would look at Goku and they would begin to discuss who deserves it more and if they actually want it. But Whis would get tired and he would just grab Goku and say, you're the god of destruction now. Wait, what? As then Whis would bring Goku to Supreme Kai Shen. As Shen looked at him and say, did you do it? Yeah. Awesome. Now our lives will be locked together. And we'll be God of Destruction and Supreme Kai. Goku would nod as they would both stand in front of each other. Whis would sit down. As Whis would then begin to do a ritual that would link their lives together. Now that their lives were linked, if Supreme Kai Shen died, Goku would die. And if Goku died, Supreme Kai Shen would die. Their lives were linked together permanently. As Whis would then say, alright Goku, you're now the new god of destruction. Whis would then look at Goku and say, what's our first order of business, Lord? Goku would think for a while, then say, well, I'm hungry, so let's get something to eat. Whis would then laugh and say, I guess not much has changed. Whis and Goku would then both begin to laugh at each other. And as they laughed, Goku then remembered Cell and brought up the Super Dragon Balls, hearing about it from legends. And Whis told him it was true. Goku would get the Super Dragon Balls and wish Cell back to life and train Cell. Cell and Vegeta and Goku were like the three amigos. They were three best friends. And they lived out on this universe forever. With Goku being a god, Vegeta being immortal, and Cell just not aging, they are able to age past so many people. Goku, who once destroyed everyone, who once killed everyone who ever loved him, finally found family, and he finally found peace with himself. And that is going to leave things off. Hope you all enjoyed this series. I know I did. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about it down below. And before I go, I just want to tell you, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for giving me support. And thank you all for giving me strength. Like, sometimes videos are the only thing that gets me out of bed in the morning. Because of, well, reasons. Well, I guess you all feel that way, you know? You wake up, you don't want to get out of bed. I feel like that's me every time I wake up. But just the fact that I have to record this audio, the fact that I do this, it just makes me more productive. It makes me happy that people see my work. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for all of you who are watching. You make my life whole. And maybe one day I'll be able to do this as a full career. I don't know. But, I've been wasting your time long enough. Goodbye. Love you all. Peace out.